Hi guys, welcome back to the garden. I am Naomi, your newbie gardener here gardening in Zone 6B, Missouri. I've been gardening now for about a year and a half. Actually guys, I've been hands-on. It's my 1-year anniversary, hands-on for a year. And it is a proud moment. It has been an interesting journey. I have learned a lot. And guess what? It has been fun learning. Alright, today I want to walk you guys along with me. I want to give you a quick tour of the garden. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this hydrangea. This is the hydrangea that we rescued from Home Depot last season. It was a small little thing when I showed it to you on the pruning video. And I was excited about every little bud. Do you guys remember that? Look at the size of this baby now. Look at this. This is a limelight hydrangea planted in a container because I do not have any space for her in the landscape. And I said, you know what? I was going to save them anyway, right? So I put them in these containers and the guys, look at them. She is growing beautifully. Wow. The leaves are healthy. This is just, let me pull back. Look at the size. Gorgeous, right? Now I don't know how long I can successfully grow them in the container. I do know that I don't have any space for them in the landscape to grow. So I'm going to have to think about that. It's sad. I'll grow them on as long as I can. And then when it comes time, I'll just have to rehome them. See if I can find another garden for them. But look at that. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Guys, can you imagine if this hydrangea actually, oh my gosh. Can you imagine when it flowers? Do you say that about a hydrangea? Do you say flower or bloom? I'm not sure. But can you imagine when it is in bloom? Oh my word. That is going to be gorgeous. That makes me feel like adding more to containers. They're just gorgeous. Let me show you number 2 here. This is number 2. Number 2 is not as big. She's just started pushing out a lot of that growth now. And that's because she sits in more sun. And so she requires more water. And Mommy was not watering her enough. So I've now stepped up on my watering. And she has started to improve accordingly. But look at this, guys. Wow, how beautiful. Hydrangeas. I understand now why so many people are in love with hydrangeas. They are just gorgeous. Okay. This is our little courtyardy area. This is my standard area, right? Immediately beside us right here is another limelight standard. Guys, I don't know if you see how rounded that is. That shows you my not good pruning technique. Okay, it's very full. Let me take you in. Very full in the middle, and look at it. It's like a ball. And so I think I should have taken out 1 or 2 of the stems when I had done the pruning. I should have cut the middle out a little bit more. I am not, however, going to correct my mistake. I'm going to let her grow and see what she does. And then, let's see. Let me see if I can get on in here. And then if I see that she's unable to correct it, to just grow out, then I'll go in and maybe cut back some of the center. But outside of being pruned too tightly, so she's more like in a ball at the moment, she's still very healthy. Okay, and now we are looking at the more of the little giant arborvitae balls. In the middle, let's go on in to our azalea. Remember, this azalea surprised us earlier this season. I thought I had lost this plant, but look, this plant's rocking. Growing back beautifully. It has been a slow regrowth, but I am waiting for her. I am being as patient as I can. I did just pick up some azalea fertilizer targeted for azaleas. It is going to rain this afternoon, so I'm going to go ahead and put some down. I think she'll enjoy that. Right? This is a Rose of Sharon standard. Now this one did not make it. I did lose one. Alright. But not to worry, guys. I do have a warranty on it, so we're going to be getting that replacement. It's from Fast Growing Trees. What has stalled, what has delayed the replacement is that I'm waiting for the size. I had purchased a 4 to 5 foot in terms of the size, but they did not have that available. They're going to be hopefully have it in stock in a few weeks, and then I'll be able to get this one replaced. But the second one is now doing well. I say now because she was off to a very slow start this season. Alright. I had to put a lot of love on her. Let me see if I can find what was happening. Okay, look at this, guys. Do you see the very tips of her leaves? How they're white around the edges? And a lot of her growth was pale yellow. Her leaves were actually yellowing out on me. You can kind of see a little bit, little signs of it in this bloom. Hold on. Yeah, the leaves were yellowing out like this. You see this fade in here, this white. And I could not understand why. I still don't understand why. Can I tell you guys? I have no idea what's going on with her. But I increased my watering, so I went up on the watering, and I did go ahead and give him some fertilizer. I fertilized with a little bit of the rose fertilizer that I use. And I did add some cow manure. I removed all of the rocks and added a fresh layer of cow manure. And so hopefully that is helping her. So that is a good thing. I also learned something new this season. I'll show you. Do you see the cracks in the bark? Oh no, you're blocking. The bark right there. There are some cracks. And I was so worried because I noticed the same cracks in the other one. Let me show you. In the other one here. And so I called through to my local nursery and I sent them a photo, and he explained to me that that is actually a frost crack because of the freezing and heating temperatures. So sometimes the plants will do that, and he suggested to just leave it alone, leave it as is, and in the fall I'm supposed to wrap it with tree wrap. Just wrap the base with tree wrap, and hopefully that will keep her healthy for the fall through next spring. But look at this, guys. This is her. Let's see. Blue satin hibiscus. These I got from Fast Growing Trees. Okay, so this is our little courtyardy area. And of course, our second limelight hydrangea is doing well. She is big. She is beautiful. She is not as big, let me tell you. Her canopy is not as big as those in the container. The ones in the container, guys, are doing really, really, really well. I'm so amazed. All right, and finally, just look at this final section, guys. Another knockout. I have 2 champion knockouts in this section. My favorite knockout. These did really well. Not a lot of dieback from the winter. All right, and interplanted. So we have 2 knockouts at either end. We have 2 knockouts at either end. One there, and the other right here. And then in the middle, those 3 little shrubs that you see, the 2 at the back are Claire Austin roses, and the one in the middle is a poet's wife. All right, so when this area, it has taken me quite a while to figure out how to plant this area, guys. I've the staples have been the emerald green arborvitaes, the knockout roses, right? And then I had put the hydrangeas, the endless summer hydrangeas that you saw in the other bed. I had initially had planted them here, but they did not enjoy. This is where they were getting full afternoon sun and they were burning. All right, so they were transplanted to the bed on the side, and now I've added the Claire Austin roses, the climbing roses, and the poet's wife. And I think it feels, just in its young state, it feels balanced. I don't know once everything starts growing up if it's going to maintain that balance, but just looking at it now, it does feel balanced. Let me step back to see if I can give you a full shot of the area. So we're a bit further away, so you're not seeing everything in detail, but you are seeing everything. You have the 2 knockout roses on either side. You have the 3 emerald green. You have the 3 emerald green arborvitaes, and then you've got the 2 Claire Austins and 1 poet's wife in the middle. I think I have finally figured out this spot, guys. I can't wait to see it grow into itself, and then from there I'll figure out if I got it right or not. But yeah, I'm hoping that I got it right. Picture it when it blooms. You'll have the red on either side from the knockout roses. Then you'll have the white. I'm going to put her on an obelisk. Right? You'll have the white blooms from Claire Austin, and then you'll have that yellow from the poet's wife. Yeah, I think that finishes the bed. I think I only may need to add a little bit of sprays of purple, and then we're good. But these plants are healthy and doing well, guys. All right, coming on down here. These are the new beds that we made. They are yet to be planted. The roses are coming in for these guys on, oh, this is the week for them to be shipped. They're supposed to be shipped on the 14th or the 16th. So we should be getting those in soon. Hopefully by the end of the week, and I'll show you what those look like. All right, we are looking at Margaret Merrill. Margaret Merrill has been slow to go, guys. I purchased these from Heirloom Roses last season. I think I purchased them last May. All right, and they came as the 1 gallon. They sell them in the 1 gallon containers. And I must admit, Margaret has taken a while to show me any sort of love. The height that she is now is basically the height that was achieved last year, and she died back to the ground, and she's coming back now. So I'm yet to see her in any size that I can actually give a comparison of what she is. I've not seen her grown up more than this, and I've just seen maybe 1 or 2 blooms. But I'm not giving up on her just yet. I will leave her in there for a bit and see if she will take off for me, right? Sometimes it just takes a rose some time to take off. The David Austin roses take off really quick. Look behind her. That is Princess Alexandra of Kent, right? That was purchased also as a that was actually the 2-quart rose from David Austin. And so they came as little teeny tiny stems. You're like, what is this? That they were planted, and look at them. They're showing off and doing their thing, right? So I'm like, Margaret, what is going on? It's not all about size of the container, yes? Okay. Now, I did show you guys Charles. This is Charles. Right? Oh, God, guys. It's a struggle. It's raining, so I'm not going to see all of Charles, all of his blooms open up. But look at him. You see how beautiful Charles is? I cannot do without this rose in my garden. I'm going to work on keeping him healthy. Look at the difference in color. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at this little baby about to open. Oh, wow, guys. And there's one back here. Let me see if I can get you to him. I'm going handheld today, guys. I do apologize if the footage is really wobbly. But look at that. Oh, do you see why I love Charles so much? I will struggle with him until I get him healthy and beautiful, and look at him. Definitely, I'm definitely keeping him in the garden. I am not taking him out. I got to do some cut back. He did have some die back here. It's happening. I think this cane started browning out, so I'm going to go ahead and do some trimming back. All right. All right, let's go back into the garden. The little giants are doing really well in their containers. I have to top them up with soil, and I do need to mulch them. They're all in bottomless containers, guys. But I did notice that the soil around them is drying out. So a top up and a mulch would be appreciated. All right, we are in the back garden. Woo! You are looking at Princess Alexandra of Kent. All right, she has started to flower. Beautiful, right? Let me get you in close here. Isn't she beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Guys, if I stop at every rose, this tour is going to last for several hours, isn't it? All right. Listen to the birds. Listen to the birds. Oh my gosh. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful, guys? Oh my goodness. And look at the new growth. She's already flowered and needs to be deadheaded. Look at her. Beautiful. Alright guys, and look at all of the growth. Look at all of the blooms, guys. 1 year of having been in the ground. And now do remember, this is a year after we had that very cold winter, right? We all just experienced. And so a lot of the roses, and I do admit that I underestimated the impact that that cold had on the roses, but a lot of roses really got set back a bit because of it. But even with that, they are still out to say hello, to say hi. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Princess Alexandra of Kent. Alright, let's walk through the garden here. I just did a video on the bare root roses to show you to update you on their progress. Look at this through the gate. Look who's saying hi to you. That is Charles Darwin, man. The love of my life, Charles. I have a thing for Charles Darwin. That rose is beautiful. This right here is Desdemona. Desdemona, these are my little babies. These were planted last year as well. They are coming up. Now the Desdemona, this variety in general, really was impacted by the cold. All of their existing canes, most of it died back, just browned out immediately, and thank goodness they have pushed up new growth for me. But look, she is flowering. Oh, you're going to flower. Right? Looking beautiful. There are 3 of them in this bed. There's this one here. Then we've got these 2 babies. One on this side and one on that side. All right. And now this little one who is looking at us. Hello. Looks like she's probably going to flower this year. What do you guys think? This is Eden, a climbing rose that I got from Heirloom Roses last year. Now, last year she had put on a lot of growth, I kid you not. Started as a 1-gallon container and she shot up in height. I think she was at about 5 feet by the end of the season. But with the cold, she died back all the way to the ground, and so this is her rebounding and starting again for me. She also did not grow last year. I'm sorry, not grow. She also did not flower last year, so I have no idea what her flowers are going to look like. But based on the growth that I'm seeing now, looking at these little tips, you see it? Normally, that's where the rose is going to push out some new buds. So it looks like we might get some flowers from her this year. That would be cool, right? I'll definitely give you guys an update on that. So that is Eden, planted, surrounded by Desdemona. So I think that's going to look really cute when it all grows in. We'll have the pink of Eden just rising above, and Desdemona doing her little thing at the front. And then, of course, behind all of this beauty is our fantastic Charles Darwin. Now, guys, I must say this. You're going to see that my leaves, I've had an issue with bugs this season. So a lot of my leaves have been eaten. I have been trying to go organic. I tried not to spray heavy sprays at the beginning of the season, and I kind of regret it now. So I have seen a lot of bug damage, but it's all right. I'm learning that as we go. I'm going to try to find the perfect solution to limit the bugs and their activity in the garden. But look at Charles. We're looking at him from behind the fence. Oh my gosh, isn't he gorgeous? Ooh. Guys, you've got to add Charles to your garden. Alright, you guys met this little one. So this is Scepted Owls. Bare root, been in the ground for a month. It's 1 month old. This is our other Tranquility. Starting to do her thing as well. Look at the size of these buds. Her blooms are going to be absolutely spectacular. Loaded with buds. And now, I don't know if you guys remember, this is the rose that suffers from black spot. And so I have been up today with my neem oil. I've been spraying with neem oil. And it's going to be a wet week. So I've got to keep a close eye on her. But look at those buds. Let me go slowly so you guys can see it. Beautiful. Woo! Yeah. Definitely worth having in the garden. I can't wait to see her flower. Alright, and then right across from Tranquility, here is Our Lady of Shalott. Looking so good, girl. Look at Lady of Shalott, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to let you just gaze at her beauty for a while. What? Oh man, this is planted bare root last season. Alright, so this is officially her first year. And I'm thinking she's only going to get better from here, guys. Only going to get better. Look at her. Wow. Isn't the coloration just unbelievable? Oh, wow. I cannot believe that these roses are actually growing in my garden. I just cannot believe it. This is actually my garden, guys. Sometimes I'm so amazed. Bosco Bell. Look at Bosco Bell, guys. Look at all of the buds. Oh yeah, Bosco Bell is going to put on a little show for us. Yes. Alright guys, and then here is a tour of the garden that wraps the patio. Skyrocket juniper. Or knockout roses. Another skyrocket. Rose of Sharon Althea. A little giant arborvitae. Nice round globe shape. Or champion knockout. Just absolutely flooded, guys. Loaded, guys. With buds, guys. I cannot count. I'm telling you, when this rose flowers, it's literally over 100 blooms on this beautiful rose at a time. Just look at all of those buds, guys. If you don't believe me, look at all of those buds. Are you guys seeing all of those buds? Oh, wow. An absolutely amazing, amazing plant, guys. Amazing. I hope that I capture her in full bloom so that I can actually show her to you. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright. Okay. And then here is another little giant arborvitae paired with the drift rose that I was supposed to transplant, guys, but I just could not figure out where to put her. And so she is remaining in the space for yet another season. I'll just keep her pruned so that she doesn't grow into the evergreen too much, because she does damage it when they rub on each other. These are our little Kim, Rose of Sharon. There are two of them. There are two flanking this little walkway. Alright. Another little giant nestled in the middle. Yes, or drift rose. Alright. And of course on the end is another champion knockout. Now this champion knockout did suffer some winter damage. This cane right here is a very slow to start, but I have not taken it out. I'm giving it some time, guys, to see if the plant will be able to rebound and keep the cane. And if not, then I'll take it out. But if you look at the other half of her, it's growing and looking beautiful, right? Look at all of those buds, guys. Oh, guys, this rose is just, oh my goodness, it's so amazing. I really love this rose. Can you guys see some of those buds? Look at that. Oh, absolutely beautiful. I'm so sorry that this one was damaged, but I know that she'll rebound for me. Right? Another little giant arborvitae. The only rose in my garden that I do not know the name of. It is a pink. It blooms a pink rose with white streaks, and it is a floribunda. But I do not know the name of it. Oh dear. Absolutely beautiful. Another skyrocket. You see how she's leaning that way? So we had a lot of wind yesterday with the thunderstorms, and so her canes lean where the wind was blowing. And they all do that. Yeah. So it doesn't hold its form and structure as much as I would like. I'm thinking if I replaced it with the emerald green arborvitae, that would be a better blend and a better pop. Roses tend to really pop against the emerald green. But it's just that I've taken so long to make a decision about it that the plants have gotten so big now that I'm concerned. I definitely know I will not be able to move them successfully on my own. And then I'm concerned that if I do try to transplant them now, will they survive? because I do not want a plant like this. It takes time and energy to grow a plant. The plant has taken so much time to grow, and so I don't just want to kill it. Yes. So if these have to be moved, I would have to get professional assistance to do that, and then I'd have to find a home, somewhere to rehome them, because I absolutely would not have this any more space in the landscape, which is sad. But all right. Okay, another knockout. Okay, that takes us down to our other sky orchid juniper, or Queen Elizabeth. While little baby's growing up, this area is going to look so good, guys. It is. And then, of course, on this side, we have our little haughty hydrangea bed with one little rose in the background. That rose in the background is Sally Holmes, and Sally Holmes is starting to take off. This is going to be a beautiful rose, guys. Beautiful. Oh, she has buds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I've seen 5 little buds on her so far. That is good. All right. Olivia Rose Austin. Woo! The season has begun, guys. Vanessa Bell, isn't she beautiful? Oh, come on in close. Oh my. Oh, the beauty makes me weak, guys. I just love roses. I love them. All right. And coming down here, my little baby Princess Anne's. Look at them. Look at my little babies. Oh, beautiful, right? Guys, this is why we work in the garden every day, for these moments. Beautiful. All right, guys, I'm standing in front of Olivia Rose Austin, and I've got to be fair to Olivia. You're looking at, let me see if I can step back and give you a good view. There we go. You're actually looking at 2 Olivia Rose Austins. The blooms are from 2. I did add a 3rd one. There's a little baby right here, and she's about to do her thing, but she's just one little baby, so she hasn't started blooming with the rest yet. She hasn't grown up to as big as these 2 are is yet. So this is actually 2 Olivia Rose Austin giving us all of these blooms. Look at this, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Guys, look at her. Absolutely beautiful. And then look at Vanessa at right behind. Oh man, I love it. Love it. All right, guys, and before I end the video, guess what? It's actually 2 days after everything else that you just saw. I just peeked out the window and look at this. Desdemona is just off to doing her thing, and I wanted to ensure that I included this. Look at Desdemona, guys. I wanted to make sure that you guys could see Desdemona and this is just some of her glory here. All right, and I also want to show you Munstead Wood. His Munstead Wood has changed so much in those 2 days, guys. His blooms are fully open. Look at this. Take a moment, guys, just to enjoy him. Ooh. And the fragrance, guys, the fragrance, I'm telling you, the fragrance, I'm not kidding. Absolutely gorgeous. This is Munstead Wood, guys. I'm so glad that I was able to capture him before posting this video, because he truly deserves his time. Oh, let me come down here for a second. All right, guys. All right, and so now that I think I have done Munstead Wood justice, now I'll go ahead and we will end the video here. Look at this rose, guys. All right. Okay, so I'm going to say it again, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for yet another video. As always, I enjoyed spending this time with you in the garden. I do hope that you enjoyed the content, and if you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. And remember, as always, guys, the notification bell so that you will be notified once I've got new videos uploaded. All right, I just have to have you look at Munstead Wood just for another second or two. All right, guys. Thanks again for stopping by. You are all awesome. And I will see you in the next video.